He killed a lot of people. That's why that's so funny. He murdered a lot of people on YouTube spiritually.
Oh, he's killed people.
In the world. Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, nothing wrong with that, not literally, but spiritually.
Oh, spiritually.
I like that. I mean, that's my path too. But that's what I'm trying to say. He ain't just some nice guy that ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody. I've seen him fuck up people just for nothing.
Oh, so you ain't just picking on him for nothing. That's what you're trying to say, right?
No, okay. No, this motherfucker that body plenty of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he's with the shit.
He's with the shit.
Man, I did a layup on him with my tongue out. Oh, hating that nigga got his hand out. Michael Jordan wrist on cooking grounds now. Screaming out, fuck the ops, tell him man down. Man, I did a layup on him with my tongue out. Oh, hating that nigga got his hand out. Michael Jordan wrist on cooking grams now. Screaming out, fuck the ops, tell him man down. Tell him man down. Tell him man down. All that hating that you doing got you man down. Hey, Michael Jordan wrist on cooking grams now. I'm talking trapping this some Jordan with some glass now. Man, I did a layup on him out the glass now. Hey, smiling in my face, but he be talking down. Hey, get a 36, then I make it drown. McNair days, I was the class clown. Then I started scoring in the game, I shut it down. Bitch warmer on the sideline looking brown. But nigga, I'm a king, get my fucking crown. Throwing all that salt, but wanna give me pounds. Man, I did a layup on him with my tongue out. Oh, hating that nigga got his hand out. Michael Jordan wrist on cooking grounds now. Screaming out for the ops, tell him.
Good morning on this beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day, regardless wherever you are in this planet. I want to start off by saying that there must be equilibrium. There must be a balance between the opposing forces of the masculine principle as well as the feminine principle. When we're talking about masculine and feminine, we have to understand what this actually means. When you see the symbol of yin and yang, you have to understand what this means, because all these things, all these representations are linking us back to ourselves. We see the manifestation of this in duality. When you talk about masculine and feminine principle, we are talking about duality in life. Some people get caught up into the physical and they leave it as just male and female, where per se this is greater than just that depiction or greater than that illustration. When you're doing magie or you're getting into metaphysics, there must be equilibrium. See, if you're doing black magic, some forms of black magic, you will see when you're delving into this thing here, you begin to see that your life, your financial life, all the great things in your life begin to slow down. There has to be a balance. You know, when you're doing evil every fucking day, eventually you're going to fucking destroy yourself. And even if you're too elevated, you'll lose contact with reality. A divided house cannot stand. The brain is separated into various places, but the main parts of the brain is the left and right hemisphere of the brain. There has to be a duality. There has to be equilibrium between the two. Do you know what it's like for a kid to grow up without a mother or father or missing one of those principles or one of the two? Some people come up fucked up in the head. When you look at children, these young males out here who haven't had a father present in their life, what do? They go out there and do destructive things, and and then they think that is what being a man is all about. When you see some of these young kids in the inner city, you know, gang, 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 gang. You know what I'm saying? We with the shits, gang, 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 gang. And they're raised by their mother. There's only so much that a woman can teach a young boy, and there's only so much that a man can teach a young girl. So now you have these men or these boys that grow into males without an understanding of what it is to be a man. Most of them have not been equipped with the tools of life. Can they change it? Can they change, tires on the car? Do they know how to put oil in the car? Do they know how to build? Do they know how to fight? No, they don't. Most of them, most of them are illiterate to those things. And when a person has a problem with his mother or hates his mother, how can he respect a woman? How can he treat a woman good if he hates his mother? Now, same thing, if one hates his father, how can he move in life as a man with hatred for men? Then you're going to find what usually happens is that those people turn to the same sex. There has to be a unity, and I just had to descend into the earthly sense to speak about these things because I don't want this message to be too elevated where a person cannot get these things that I'm stating. If you go too much on the end of positivity, elevation, you will lose your contact with reality. Have you ever had a bunch of quartz crystals on you and you just basically realize, like, what the fuck? I'm losing contact with reality. The reality of, taking care of myself is no longer making sense anymore because you get too elevated. In life, there must be death as well as there must be life. When one dies, the earth is replenished with something else. When one season goes, when one season is cold, then you come back with, spring and vegetation starts coming back into existence. This is the natural order of things. And there has to be balance. You can't say one is greater than the other because this is what makes up the universe. We're going to have wars and then we're going to have moments of peace. If we go back into the scripture, the Songs of Solomon, he talks about there is a season, there's a time for everything. A season, a day for joy, a day for mourning. This is the duality which we live in. But this duality has an equilibrium. And us human beings, we have to do the same. Anything done in excess is detrimental. Your body, you eat excessive foods that block. You eat excessive processed foods. Eventually, those foods are going to begin to cause complications in your body. Now you find yourself, due to excess, you got clogged arteries. Now your heart's blocked up. Now blood cannot circulate through your brain, through your body. Now you got clogs in your brain, in your artery, due to the excessive processed foods that you eat. And now you have a brain aneurysm. Or you have a stroke. There has to be moderation in the things we do. Even with certain evil work, there's a time where you have to take a break. And there's a time where you have to do certain things that are positive. And you can't do positive all the time because eventually you're going to lose contact with reality. So sometimes you got to chill and let nature take its course. What is nature? Nature is the way. So with that said, I conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.
But nigga, I'm a king, get my fucking crown. Throwing all that salt, but wanna give me pounds. Man, I did a layup on him with my tongue out. Oh, hating that nigga got his hand out. Michael Jordan race on cooking grounds now. Screaming out for the ops, tell him, man.